Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name's Janelle and I make both faith-based and lifestyle content here on YouTube. Recently I did announce, I don't know how recent it is now, but I have been reselling clothing part-time and I shared my very janky inventory system. It's only been about a month and I have really started to increase my inventory and get a better system going. So I wanted to share my inventory system with you and specifically help those that do not have a lot of space. I don't have a dedicated storage space or office space or room or even closet or basement or anything to store my inventory. It's literally in my room. God willing, one day I have a bigger space, but right now I have to do the best that I can. So I don't have shelves, I am just stacking stackable bins. But I do think this inventory system is very great, and I took most of it from resellers I've seen online, but there's one thing that I do a little bit differently. So let's go take a look. Okay, so I currently have 5 bins stacked next to my bed, and I put little sticky notes. Eventually I'll probably get stickers, but right now this works, and if I, have to readjust as larger items get sold and I put thinner things in there and it fits more items, I may have to adjust these stickers. So for now, that is what works. And inside, so we're gonna open the bin. We have all of the items with the sticker label right at the top so that I can see it as soon as I open the bin. And they are in order. So I've seen a lot of people that have these plastic bins kind of just throw everything in there and then just kind of dig for it. But I wanted to take it a step further and line them up. Another thing I've noticed, a lot of people will just do a number system, like 0 to 20, 20 to 50, and then go up to like 10,000 items as they have thousands of items, and they never reuse a SKU number. So that is one thing I did a little differently. I did take this letter and 2 number system from another reseller. I cannot remember who it was. It may have been Mogi Beth? I'm not really sure. But I do think this works the best for me because with a letter and 99 numbers, I have almost 2,600 items that I can list, and I don't know if I'll ever be bigger than that, but we'll never say never. And if that's the case, I'll start over with double A, 01, then AB, then AC, then AD, and then you can do BA, BB, or I can do A101, like add a number, but I'd probably add a letter. I don't know why, but I just feel like that's probably what I would do if I ever got to the point of having over 2,600 items. Now, as you can see here, I showed you that I was using these bags. I wanted a little bit more of an eco-friendly option. I have been able to reseal these, but I realized a lot of them are not able to do that, or over time I can't. So I want to show you my most recent bin. This is my oldest bin, obviously with A01, but this bin here has most of my newer inventory, which is in, let's pull this Bowden dress, which is in one of these reusable bags. And this is where, a lot of people don't like to reuse SKU numbers because they want their oldest items to be in the first bin and always have their newer items over here. I don't have that problem. I just don't see how that would work for me because I'd constantly have to shuffle through. I've seen 2 different ways that people do this, right? Constantly having to move items around once something sells and push everything back to make the older items up top, which to me is just too time consuming. The other thing I've seen people do is just let the bin start to get empty as things sell. And once it's empty, you create a new bin over here. But that to me is just not space effective at all to have a bin that's just emptying. So I don't care that if one of my newer items end up in the oldest bin. I do keep a spreadsheet that has the day that I listed an item, the SKU number, the day it sells, etc. So I can actually sort my items by, the oldest thing I've listed to the newest, and I can see all those SKUs right away and find the item right away. So to me, I don't care how new or how old the items are in these bins. I just want to keep them all full and not have to be shuffling things all the time. For example, if this B14 item gets sold, I would actually take it out of this bag so that I can reuse this bag, not have to use up another sticker, use up my marker even, if you want to be that, resourceful. And I will put it into this bag, which just looks a lot nicer for shipping. I did send out a lot of items in the Ziploc bags, but then, as I've been growing, I've been altering my system, and These bags from Dollar Tree come out to 7 cents a bag. These on Amazon come out to 8 cents a bag. So really, they are so affordable. I'll have them all linked below. But if anybody had any questions on this item, they wanted me to take a, sleeve measurement or a waist measurement, because, I put measurements in all photos, but sometimes people want some others that I don't have pictured. Or if I call out a flaw, they might want to see more pictures of it. So that's why I like having them stored in the Ziploc bag. I like that I can see the item better than in one of these when they're in my inventory, but then ultimately I want to reuse this bag. So these bags I'm just going to use over and over for inventory purposes, and then they'll be shipped out in one of these. I see other resellers do the same thing with keeping these bags, and then they'll ship out with like tissue paper, wrap it up nicely with a sticker. I like these. I think they're nice. Paper is probably a better eco-friendly option. I might, switch over at some point. But so far, I am liking the system that I have. So again, if this item were to sell, then the next time I go thrift shopping, I will have a stack of empty bags with their SKUs on, and I will reuse them and put them in here. That way, I don't have to be buying more bins all the time to, keep adding new SKUs, and I don't have to shuffle the items in my bins all the time. Maybe one day I'll switch up my system, but I think this is really the best way for those that don't have a lot of space to maximize these bins. It's been working very well for me. So that's why you see my newest bin mostly has these Ziploc bags. And again, all the SKUs are in order. I don't have a specific number of items in each bin. That might be something I change. Right now, I've just tried to stuff them as much as possible. So like this one has 28 items. This one only has 20. One day I would like to just do 20 items per bin. I've seen resellers do that. So that way, once I have shelves and a bigger space, I've seen to where they do 5 levels. So A has 20 items in each, so that's 5 levels. So all your A's are in one row, all your B's, all your C's, and that way it's like really easy to find things. But yeah, right now I am up to, this says B15, but that's wrong. I'm up to B20. And then I actually have B21 and 22 on the floor. So I am due for a 6th bin, but also hoping some things sell, because I've only sold one thing in the last 3 days, which is not the best. Okay, well that is my inventory system. Let me know if you like these reselling videos. It is something that I enjoy doing, so I do like posting content on this as well. Or are you just here for the faith-based videos? I am curious to know. If you want to see like a materials, like supplies, essentials type video for reselling, I can definitely make that soon. Another thing I was thinking is to share my spreadsheet. It's nothing super fancy, but it helps me a ton, and I am so glad that I started a spreadsheet right away. Like, as soon as I started reselling and didn't wait until I had a ton of items, because it clearly shows me like how much I spend and how much I'm making and month over month stats, and that's like really cool to see. So if that's something that interests you, let me know. If you want to see what kind of things I'm picking up, maybe a list of brands that I look for, any questions that you have about reselling, I am happy to answer. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time with another video. Bye!